Hello everyone, I am Himanshu Shukla. Welcome you all on Erit Academy, another video. So this is a short video where we will be discussing about how effectively you should make use of the next 40 days for revision for the upcoming exam CSE Prelims 2022 on June 5th. So by now you must be overwhelmed by the number of books, how many mocks we should solve, then how to revise. So many things are there around. We are forgetting. My friends know more than me. I'm not able to remember. So these things must be going around. And trust me that this is very normal. Everybody goes through this phase. Even the toppers go through this phase. We have also prepared. We have also gone through the same phase. But what you have to do in these 40 days or whenever you are coming across such thought process, that we have to keep ourselves busy. We have to be in that frame of mind that we are revising, we are recalling, we are discussing. So basically there should be a joy of revision. We should not our mind should not be occupied by fear. Otherwise, we will lose our productivity. So in this video, we have come up with a revision plan for next 40 days, which will help you to be more efficient. It will make you more productive, and rather it will help you in instilling discipline and consistency. So let's discuss about it. Okay. So the revision plan is based on two components. So the first component is that we have divided a day in 14 hours for studies. So we have to study for 14 hours, and this 14 hours will be divided into 4 slots. So what are the most important things which we have to cover at present? We have to revise the static subjects, we have to solve the test papers, we have to do the practice of CSAT, and then the fourth one is we have to cover our current affairs. So in a day, spanning over 14 hours of the studies, we are allocating 6 hours for our GS paper, that is the static portion, revising the GS portions. 3 hours we are dedicating for the current affairs, spanning we have 18 months of monthly compilation or the current affairs of 18 months which we have to revise. Then the third is our mock paper or the test papers or the previous year questions of UPSC. And the fourth one is the CSAT. So for test papers, we are dedicating 3 hours, and for the CSAT, we have dedicated 2 hours. So this way, your day will be divided into over 14 hours into 4 slots. So this is one component of the revision plan. The second component of the revision plan is that we have divided the 40 days into 5 cycles of revision. Yes, that is very much possible. 5 cycles of revision, starting with the first cycle that will span over 17 days. Then the second cycle of the revision will be of 12 days. Third cycle of revision will be of 1 week, that is 7 days. And the fourth cycle includes 3 days. And the last one includes only 1 day. So yes, in 1 day, it is very much possible that we can revise the whole GS portion, our current affairs, our test papers, everything. Why this revision plan is including the component of 14 hours, then dividing our day in 4 slots, or the 40 days and 5 cycles of revision? Because we believe and we have experienced that at this point of time, our mind will be fertile and we have very good absorption capacity and we can assimilate each and everything. So we'll discuss in detail about the plan. Okay, let's now discuss about the timetable in detail. So this is the revision timetable which we have prepared for you. So this is a template for all of you. We will be providing the downloadable link in the description box. It is in editable format, so you can make the changes according to your requirements. So the revision plan is starting from 26th of April, as you can see in the date section, and this is your first revision cycle, and it will be ending somewhere around 12th May. So the first revision will be completed. The second cycle is starting from 13th May and it is going till 24th of May. So by 24th of May, the second cycle will be over. The third cycle is from 25th May to 31st May, that is 1 week, and then the third cycle is over. The fourth one will be from 1st June to 3rd June, and the 3rd June will be, by the end of 3rd June, you will be able to finish your 4th revision. And the 5th revision, as I have mentioned in the starting, that yes, in 1 day also you can revise all these subjects. So in 1 day, that is on 4th June, you are revising all these subjects. So that is the 5th cycle of the revision, and on 5th June you have already you will be facing the exam. So let's see the cycles in detail. So we have made a plan where we are starting the day from 5 AM, keeping in mind that the exams will be in early hours from 9 to 11, and the second CSAT paper will be from 2:30 to 4:30. So it is a caution for all of you, those who are nocturnal and they study in the night time, it is a request that now it is high time that we should shift our plan, our routine, and be more alert during the daytime, so that we will be attentive while attempting the paper, and we will be more focused. So if you have not been able to change your routine till now, try to change it in next 40 days. So that's why the day according to our plan is starting at 5 a.m. So the first cycle is 5 to 8, that is 3 hours we have dedicated for polity, and more number of days has been allocated for polity and history, that is 8 days in the first cycle. Then you can see that in the current affairs you are dedicating 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. that is 3 hours. In between we have kept 1 hour each for test papers, so that during your light times, let's say after 12 of the 2 revision, after polity and history, so in first half of the day you have revised 2 subjects, that is 6 hours. As I have told that your 14 hours should be divided 6 hours, then 3 hours, then 3 hours, then 2 hours. So what we have done, 2 subjects you are revising in the first part of the day. Now 12 to 1, let's say you are feeling lazy, you solve question papers, you will be rejuvenated and you will be interested that okay, whether I am able to solve it or not. You will be more focused when we solve the question papers. Then there is a break from 1 to 2, there is a lunch break. After that again we might feel lazy, because in general routine we have this habit of either sleeping or post lunch we want to take some break. So that time we are reading current affairs. So current affairs, divide your current affairs according to the monthly magazines or the compilations which you are reading. Revise the whole 18 months of compilation according to fit it into this plan and accordingly revise. Okay. Then in evening again 5 to 6 you are solving a paper, there is a break 6 to 6:30, from 6:30 to 8:30 you are solving CSAT, and you are winding it up early. By 9:30 we are winding up the day, because we have to sleep early. When we'll go to bed early, then only we will be able to wake up early. Okay, so this is a template which has been made. Like this we have kept geography and for art and culture we have given 3 days. For other subjects we have given 3 days. In the last of the first cycle, as you can see, 9 to 12 am, from 9 am to 12 noon, current affairs revision, test paper revision, or any backlog. So by this end of this cycle, let's say there are total for GS we have 7 subjects. So by the end of this cycle, if any backlog is there, so you can dedicate the next 3 days of this cycle in the last for covering those backlogs. So this is a routine which we have made, a timetable which we have made for the first cycle. In the second cycle we have given 4 days and 2 days for art and culture, and science and tech 2 days. So depending upon your routine, depending upon your preparation, definitely you can shift, you can reallocate the time to other subjects. Let's say by now most of you would have covered the current affairs, so we have kept 3 hours slot. So maybe some of you would not require 3 hours for revising the current affairs. So that way you can just revise current affairs for 2 hours and then reallocate 1 hour for your GS preparation. Okay, but this plan, this routine will keep you sane, it will keep you in routine, in discipline, and trust me, by the end of this cycle, if you are able to manage all the 5 cycles of revision, then definitely your confidence level will be very good. In day-to-day routine you will not feel distracted, and you will be able to cover all the static portions or the GS portion, your CSAT, your current affairs, the test papers, everything in a holistic manner. So have a trust on this plan. Reallocation can be done, readjustment can be done according to your requirements. That's why we are providing it in editable format. So do download it from the description box and make use of it. Definitely you will come out with flying colors if you follow it. Now we have discussed the revision plan in detail. So this was a template which you should have, and it will keep you in routine, in discipline, and you can modify it according to your needs. But what after this? Even if you are in this routine, I want to remember you 5 important things which you should always keep in your mind. The first one is that don't judge yourselves on the basis of how much marks you are getting in the mocks. Let's say somebody is getting, I'm getting a lot of messages, my students are saying, sir, that in science and tech I have got 96 marks, or in polity we are not able to get good marks in the mocks, this paper, that paper. So don't judge yourself. The the only purpose of mock is that you have to gather information. You have to see that why the questions are getting right, whether you are eliminating and reaching the answers or do you know the answers. So try to get the information why it is getting wrong, that there also you be alert. Okay, is it because of the silly mistake? Is it because you have not been able to revise it properly? Is it because that you don't know the information at all? So try to see that why you are getting questions, why the questions are getting right or wrong. So mock should be taken only for the purpose of testing yourself about the time management, not for the score. So don't judge yourself. Second most important thing is that whenever in this phase, when we are revising the things, we should be able to interlink and recall. So we have given a lot of test papers. You must have revised your static books multiple times. You would have discussed things with your friends. Okay, at this point of time, that revision, that interlinking should happen and recalling should happen. So trust your recalling capacity. Okay. Third one, that at this point of time, so many materials will be there in the market, and the market is flooded with the materials, and we are like, okay, new material, this material, the current affairs material, what to do, what not to do. So trust me, first you need to have faith on your strategy. You trust your material. When you would be able to revise your material again and again, then only you will be in a position to know that what is there with you and what is there in the new material. So even if you sit with the new material for half an hour, you can finish it. But for that, you need to have trust on your material and revise it multiple times. Don't run after materials. So this is the third important thing. The fourth one is that whenever you are taking any break, or maybe some of you would be living with your flatmates or friends would be there. So utilize the lunch break, breakfast break, or the dinner break, tea break, or whatever breaks you are taking. Utilize it for revision. Discuss with your friends. Always there should be, your mind should be in question answer format, MCQ format. Shoot your friends with questions, ask questions. So don't waste your time. And let's say if somebody is asking question and if you don't know that information, then don't panic. Okay, so at that time you just absorb. Here we are preparing for ourselves for the exam, so don't panic. Always utilize the time. The fifth one and the most important one is that how many marks are sufficient. Now students, the aspirants, they are behind, like, sir, how many marks shall I solve? 50, 60, 70, 2 coaching institute, 3 coaching institutes, what to do? So my advice will be that you solve as many marks as much it is possible for you to revise. So if you have to choose revision over new marks, my advice will be first you revise the number of test papers which you have already given. So don't run after marks also. Even if you have revised, you have given 30 test papers, that is good enough. The way I am giving the questions, we are doing the revision video, you take one question and revise it holistically. So that should be your agenda. Okay. So this is it for the 5 tips, and utilizing these 5 tips and the timetable, revision timetable, utilize your 40 days and be in question answer format, revise effectively and enjoy the process of learning. Trust me, on the examination day, when you will sit in the examination hall, if you are happy and your mental frame, mental energy, the mind frame is in good frame of mind, then you will be able to recall everything. Okay, so all the best and revise well.